It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Two on the play.
It's a gain of 32. First down, 49ers.
Here's Tannehill. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Tay Crowder putting in the work and getting that stop defensively. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill steps away to his left. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And the Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Joseph Charlton on now to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Fielded at the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's got better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Now Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rams nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, 5-0! 53, ready!
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Rams nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Gain of 7 brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, 49ers. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0.
21. Rams, nothing. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nick Bosa, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Rams 11-yard line.
Tannehill completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
Here's Tannehill. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Second and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Second down and 8.
Alert! Middle. Hey, follow!
Here's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Easy! 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Kroll. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
A 14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
22! And middle!
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
22, right, 22. Hey, 22.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. The 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles. But that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Middle.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Middle.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Off play action, Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Tannehill. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the 49ers have got it on cruise control.
So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone, and you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
McLaughlin down to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Niners 38, Rams nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 157 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st down, San Francisco.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Stafford.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And my goodness, another interception.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And now off to the races down the right side. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. 77 yards on the ground. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at the 20. He starts with a give to Akers, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Stafford, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
So, big turn of events there. They had him sacked on 3rd down, but the hand to the face going to give him new life.
And when it comes to protecting quarterbacks, partners, you well know, these officials are not going to hesitate if they see a tug on the mask. Heck, if they see a hand up near the mask, the flag's going to come out.
On 1st down at Stafford.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
32.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he's going to look deep down the field.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Part of my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The tackle made back at the 9-yard line.
McCaffrey. And he'll get this awfully close to a 1st down. Well, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think he got there. A good run that time. They couldn't close him down, and now 9 yards makes for a very different situation on 4th and goal. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone?
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The offense on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for Rams. First down. 1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready. Omaha, ready, move. 59. Libra.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
On 1st down, Stafford here.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
12 more yards. That's another Rams. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Stafford. And now here is another interception.
And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And some room to work.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A solid stiff arm. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 15-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game.